I'm Katie from the high like Arizona, blowing them 3-5s. I'm missing all my amigos on this Cinco, RIP 5.
Yo, what's going on, my YouTube garden gang? And welcome back to another installment, Rello Mellow Garden, with your boy Rello. We in our 2x4 here. This will be season 3, episode 3 of our 2x4 grow. We've got 2 of them now, so this is our cheaper 2x4. We've also got our Spider Farmer one with smart equipment in there. We've got 3 100-watt lights in here, 3 clip-on fans, and a 4-inch exhaust fan. We're running 3 plants in 3-gallon pots, 2 Trap Queen crossed with Grease Monkey, and a Skunch. In this episode, we have week 4 of VEG, and we will be training the plants, topping LST, plus we're going to whip up a compost tea. Let's go ahead and hop right in.
Yo, what's going on? It is your boy, Rello Mellow Garden. Or Rello Mellow. We at Rello Mellow Garden. Kinga messing stuff up. But anyways, we are now down here on day 22 for our 2x4 grow with our 2 Trap Queen crossed with Grease Monkey and Skunch. It's got some water bubbling there. Dechlorinated tap water essentially. It's around a 6.4 for the pH. Although I don't think we're going to be watering these today. They seem to still be doing pretty good as far as that goes. Maybe they could use a slight little sprinkling. But anyways, yesterday was the 4th, so your boy was out all day. So I didn't make it in here to top them like I said I was going to do. But whatever, one day ain't going to hurt. We'll get it done now. If we come in here and look, these 2 are our Trap Queen crossed with the Grease Monkey. Of course, all this in this tent right now is by Dirty Bird Genetics. This one, we are on 1, 2, 3, 4 full nodes worth of growth, working on that 5th. This one right here, I think is developing the best so far. This second Trap Queen crossed with Grease Monkey. We come count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th node is pretty much already on out there. So it's really working on his 7th, and that's the one we're gonna top on it. Then our Skunch, second Skunch plant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, working on the 6th. Get this string out the way. So they're all still in a good range to top again. 4 to 6 nodes is a good spot to be. That is our first Skunch plant. This is in our Spider Farmer grow, updated on Saturdays. We kind of janked her up, but she is in good recovery now. It was way more yellow, now she's greener. So we hope with our second Skunch plant we do even better. Don't mess anything up with her again. We want a smooth, easy run here. But anyways, topping, simple. We'll just come down on in here. I could just pluck this off itself, which I guess I might. Oop, I accidentally grabbed the leaf with it. That'll be fine. And yeah, now these 2 little auxiliaries you see right there branch on out of there, plus all these other lower ones will catch up. And we're going to do the same thing with the other 2. There we go. All topped on day 22, so they should kind of all be able to grow out, recover from it around the same time. Again, it looks like that center Trap Queen crossed with Grease Monkey right there. It's sort of doing the best just for kind of having the most node development. His leaves look a little more, got a little more oomph to them. But who knows how this will turn out. Other than that, since I don't think we're watering, probably just about to leave these. Not too much to do. Again, our climate is like just a step away from being perfect. So we're like at an A-, B+. But nothing to trip over. But yeah. It's our day 22 update here. Happy 4th of July to all you motherfuckers, and we out. Yo, what's going on, y'all? We are now back down here on, I believe, day 24 for our 2x4 grow. Y'all know, 2 Trap Queen crossed with Grease Monkey and a Skunch in there. Dirty Bird Genetics. Grab our little pH meter. Boy is slowly working his way up the spectrum of equipment that you can be using when growing cannabis. These were the old pH meters I got. These are like $7 to $10. And I think this one is around 30 to 40. And I know there are also some that can be anywhere from like 70 to 100. I know there's some that you can like mount up on the wall and they'll have like a digital display and a little probe you can drop down. In the future, I would like to grab one of those, but I think this is doing us justice for now. All right, we've pH'd down this water. We're gonna let it sit for just a few minutes while we go look in the tent. It is time for those girls in there to be watered. Hopefully that'll let the stuff stabilize, the pH stabilize. But boom, we come in here on day 24. These are looking pretty good. They have filled out the widths of the pots for the most part. We topped them 2 days ago, so we don't really expect to see much results out of that just yet. We'll see a little bit around 5 more days. That'll make a week. But we're mainly looking to see the results of our topping showed off around day 36. That'll be 2 weeks after we topped. As y'all know, the 2 Trap Queen crossed with Grease Monkey are on the left, and that Skunch is on the right. And it looks like our Trap Queen crossed with Grease Monkey number 2 here and our Skunch right here are going to be the better growing plants. And we're gonna have to go out and get some more cloning specific type material. All the clones that I keep trying to take inside of just using our regular soil that we grow in are dying out. I moved some of them to the garage where it's real hot and humid right now because it's a Midwest summer, and they're still dying out. So I don't even really know what I'm doing wrong with my clones. I have got successful clones before. We actually have a grow on the channel in this exact tent where we are using 2 clones and 2 seeds. But for some reason, my recent attempts are not working. But I'm definitely thinking I want to clone out of this. And this one, maybe, if the bud turns out really good. But you can obviously see this is the stronger plant, at least as far as growth goes. Other than that, I'm thinking we might come in here and defoliate. Ooh, that's not good. Must have nicked that, accidentally killed that there. But I'm thinking we might come in and defoliate these big leaves. And I say that because if y'all come get this bird's eye view from the top here, you can see if we were to move that, it exposes those little auxiliary sites down there, which we want to start coming on out of there. A part of me was thinking I would do my usual technique where I come and bend the main top or main stem after topping it, which allows these to catch up a little quicker. But I kind of always do that, which it does work, but I want to try a little different. All right, y'all, I don't know what the hell I did with most of my steaks. The majority of them should be inside, but I had to go borrow some from outdoors. But that did lead me to find my other 12-inch tray. So now we can get this Skunch out of this 10-inch tray, which I thought these do work for a 3-gallon pot, but I prefer a little bit of extra space for when I do water to run off. It makes it easier to stick the little meter down in there. These were initially bought for my 5-inch pots, but you always want to go a little bit bigger than the width of your pot. You don't want too snug of a fit. So I think the 5 inches or 5-gallon pots are in 14-inch trays now. Anyways, grab a stake, real nice and simple. You want to put it below a node, so where a branch comes out, you can see is right behind it, and boom. This is the method of training that I like to do. And there we go. As y'all can see, I tried to angle each of the main tops straight back, because once these auxiliaries start bushing out and we start training them, it's not going to be very long before each plant starts to run into each other. To have more space to fill up front and back, since we've got 3 plants in here, the side to side is already kind of packed out. And yeah, the main top down there where we topped it, and all these auxiliaries will help or start to grow out, plus the additional tops from the topping. Yeah, that's the way I like to do it. I know a lot of people top and then just defoliate, let everything grow out, and LST from there. Do slightly different way, but I think it gets you roughly the same results. Now we go check on that water. Should be stable, and we'll get these watered. Looks like it's just below that 6.5. This is good. It's not going to hurt anything. The soil should just buffer the very slight lower pH of this water at 6.47. We just hit about a half a gallon between the 3, so a half a gallon divided by 3 is how much each one got. We are now aiming to fill out the entirety of the medium. Looks like we got some runoff a little bit, so that'll let us know kind of how much water they're holding right now, which I don't expect it to be very much. It's only been around 2 weeks or so they've been in these. Yo, what's going on? We back down here with our 2x4 grow, 2-trap queen crossed with grease monkey, and our skunch. And right here we had a compost tea whipped up. I think it's been brewing for about 19 hours, and it's definitely not as frothy as it could be. I think I might have could have added a little more molasses to this one. I kind of eyeballed out the molasses, but I did measure the other stuff I added, which was just about a tablespoon of our biotone from Espoma, and about a tablespoon of worm castings. And I did like a 1/4 cap worth of this here liquid fertilizer. All those things we mentioned are going to have different bacteria colonies in them. And then of course the molasses is to feed them, which could have had a little more, I think. But ultimately it shouldn't hurt. We'll go ahead and pull that on off for there. Since this is a fairly fresh mixed batch of soil, what are we on now? All right, we hit each pot with 32 ounces of that tea. I do want to save at least a little bit of it for our spider farmer tent right there. Let those girls get some, although I guess it would be better. Different video. Anyways, with just the few days of LST and since topping it, we topped it on day 22. I think we started the LST with these stakes on day 24, and today's day 27, so you can do the math there. We are looking fairly good in here. You can see lots of new growth sites coming out pretty well. I'm really liking the way that this trap queen crossed with grease monkey here is growing. I think right now she's our best grower. And we got the skunch right here, of course. Probably can come and take this leaf off. Go ahead and grab it. As y'all know, shout out to everybody that's been rocking with your boy. Everyone new that's tapping in, everyone that's been around for a little minute now. Real happy with how the channel is doing. Do occasionally getting some problems with age restrictions. So do make sure y'all got the notification bells and all that turned on. I don't even know if they'll send it out. But yeah, do us a good favor. If you enjoyed the video, found it helpful at all, go ahead and tap the like button. Stay tuned for see how these completely veg out, how our little training method works out. See if you want to try it out for yourself. Plus all the other stuff we got going on the channel. Different grows. Plan on getting more tents in soon. Got a little rerun of our outdoor grow going. And yeah, it's your boy, Rello Mello. Another installment in Rello Mello Garden. And I'm up out of here.